Good.
Today was spectacular. I mean, you think of what we've been able to accomplish over the last, 14 hours. I mean, to be able to start my morning at 6:30 with a workout with the women's rowing team, the men's golf team, and then the women's volleyball team. But just to see the interaction, it just reiterated what makes intercollegiate athletics so special, is that these are young people who are not professional athletes, but who are incredibly talented athletes, but talented students. But to see them in the morning talking about classes, but working out hard. So that's how it started. And then from then on to meet with Gary and Barbara and so many other senior executives, and to reconnect with Coach Fran McCafferty, and then have a press conference and a tour of the campus, and to go see women's tennis, and then end up at the Big Ten swimming and diving championships here on campus. So it touched all the tentacles. And so to have one-on-one time with players, with coaches, football players, a wide range of other student athletes. Got a chance to see Coach Farron, talk to the wrestling team, women's basketball team. And so when I look back, and I think where it really hit me how productive of today was, is when I, after a nice warm shower and prayers before I go to bed, I think I will really take a step back and say today was really a marvelous day. And today really was an affirmation of why Iowa is so special, the state of Iowa is so special, and then why this university is so special, and what it has meant not only to the Big Ten, but what it's meant to college athletics. To think that basically intercollegiate athletics has run through the blood in my family since the mid-40s all the way up until now. So it's something that I've been passionate about, and what it has taught me is just to reaffirm the importance of hard work, teamwork, dedication, hope, tenacity, belief, and just to say that you're not going to quit. And so I can attest to the fact that all of the lessons that I rely on as a father, as a husband, as a friend, as a son, and now as commissioner of the Big Ten, I gleaned from my time as being a student athlete. Okay. This is something that we will talk about for the remaining days of ours on Earth. And we're just proud to have a great association with all of our Big Ten schools, but to also have a very special association with everyone from the University of Iowa. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to be here today, and I look forward to representing you as we go forward.
Hold on. Iowa, Michigan State, Illinois, Wisconsin all form that log jam for third place with 9 and 6 marks. Iowa hopes to turn the lights out on the recently red-hot Ohio State Buckeyes here at Carver Hawkeye Arena and stay on the hunt for that double bye at the Big Ten tournament, which is just 3 weeks away in Indianapolis. 15 to shoot. We played a minute and a half. McCaffery lobs up a 3. Good. Great start for Connor.
Yeah, really good looking shot there. Shot it with confidence.
Crossing left to right for Touissaint. He's open. Can the Hawks get 2 in a row? Yes, they can. Joe Touissaint. Connor McCaffery give Iowa a 6-0 lead. Here's Garza with a catch right of the lane. Shot up there. Good. Crawled over the rim and down through. Luka Garza muscles for his first basket. Touissaint to the trailer Garza. His 3. Good. A deep 3. Garza puts Iowa up 16-3. Here's Wieskamp, who's capable of 27. Joe with a jump shot. Missed it. Put back. Good by Cordell Pemsl. A weak side stick back. And the southpaw puts the Hawks up 15. Iowa's lead is 14. We got some tired players on the floor right now. One of them's Pemsl. Garza throws up a shot, scores right of the lane. The assist to Cordell Pemsl. 10 to shoot, 10-15 to play. First half. Evening shot fake, right of the lane. Step back 3 by Bakari. It goes in, curls it in. Thought it was going to escape the left side, but he's been feeling it lately. Iowa's lead chopped to 16. After that, Wesson 3. Craner, a pop-up jumper. Good. Right wing. That's a long 2. Again, Pemsl with the bounce pad. Here's Evelyn, who made the big 3 a moment ago. Iowa has 4 3-point goals. Evelyn, stop-and-go move. What a drive and a score off the square.
Might be his best drive of the season right there, as he little shake and bake out front, went hard with the left hand and scored over the top of 2 Buckeyes trying to block it.
31-18. Cleveland to Garza. Luka backs in on a double team and is fouled, and the shot goes down. How in the he's got a smile on his face, somewhat sarcastic. How in the world did that? Well, that's the kind of year he's having.
It is the kind of year he's having, but that's a fundamental move right there, Gary. That's his go-to move.
He's got Andre Wesson in single coverage, so let's see if they've drawn up something for Joe. Here he goes down the right side of the lane. Gets bumped sideways, still scores. Jump hook off the glass. Bakari Evelyn looking inside for Garza. Around a Pemsl screen. Down the left side of the lane. Back out top for Pemsl. Here's a jump shot. Good by Garza. That helps. That salves the run by Ohio State. Garza with a 3. Here's Evelyn along the sideline. 10 to shoot. To Garza into the corner. Wieskamp's open. It's a 3. It's good. Oh, man, is that much needed. Now play it out here. 13 seconds to go. Evelyn gets to the basket, throws it in off the square. Got rocked pretty good by C.J. Walker, and Bakari was a little tougher. Hawks by 11, 50-39. Cordell Pemsl with a drop step inside, gets the pass. Now out top to Garza. His 3 is no good. Garza with a rebound, shot up, blocked away. Blocked away by the Buckeyes. Here comes, and a steal on the outlet feed. Connor McCaffrey gets it back. Evelyn 4-3, good! Points off turnovers, a great steal by Connor McCaffrey. He jumped that passing route like a strong safety.
Yeah, that's just a really smart defensive play as he saw that ball floating up in the air around half court. Went and got it.
Caleb Wesson with a catch in the lane, peeled away by Bakari Evelyn. Pemsl comes up with a steal. Iowa's defense has been airtight here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Hawks up 12 after the 3 by Evelyn. Pemsl drives inside, great move, scores off glass. A pivot to the paint, he rolled to the baseline and laid it up and in. He froze 2 Buckeyes along the way.
He did freeze a couple of Buckeyes. That was a heck of a move, and what a sequence here for Bakari Evelyn. And these guys off the bench, Evelyn and Cordell Pemsl, have certainly brought some energy here to Carver Hawkeye Arena.
8 to shoot for the Hawkeyes. Pemsl drives it in on Liddell. Hops into the paint, shot up good. Take that, says Cordell Pemsl.
Boy, he just muscled his way for that one. Willed his way to get a basket there up over the top of the freshman Liddell.
Pemsl with 8. Now Luka steps out. Baseline, back on top to Toussant. He's open. Stand still 3. Good. That is money. Joe Touissaint. Big, big play by a pure freshman. Here's Garza driving into Young and scoring. Hawks will take that matchup every time.
Oh, you bet, yeah. And Kyle Young, there's nothing he can do. He's dragging that leg. He's undersized.
Here's Wieskamp. Love to see him get going offensively. Kriener is open 4-3. That might have been the dagger right there.
Brian Kriener with the 2 free throws and now the 3-5 quick points for Kriener.
Wieskamp is the guy that needs a 5-minute explosion. Around a screen to the basket. Layup good. Thank you very much. Yep. Hawks spread the floor. 4:23 to play in the game. Wieskamp around 2 defenders and dunks it through. Wieskamp, a 2-hand over the head monster. 73-59. Got 2 guys flying at him. Here's Evelyn. Throws up a 3. Good. He's been a lifesaver tonight, hasn't he?
He has, and he's really stepping into his role here that the Hawkeyes wanted to see out of Bakari.
The Hawkeyes, an impressive win at home over Ohio State, 85-76.
I love the energy that they brought here tonight, Gary.
The Heartland is brought to you by Mediacom. Today's broadcast is powered by Extreme. Feel the power of amazingly fast internet, up to 1 gig. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
Well, good win. We won every quarter today. I like to see that. 4 people in double figures. I like that balance. We shot the ball well, really from every area. We got good bench play today too. Gabby, Marshall, and McKenna really came off the bench and did a great job for us. So that was really good to see. But I think the number one thing was the great fan support we had today. I mean, bouncing back from Thursday, we really needed that, and for that many people to come out and support us, we are really thrilled with that, and can't thank our fans enough.
It's definitely fun to be back on our home court, and we had such great attendance today, and we always do really, and we just have the best fans in the nation, so it was really fun to get back out there in front of them, and yeah, it was definitely a good bounce back game. It was the passes for my teammates. You can't really hit 4 open threes if you don't get the ball. So they had some really, really good passes and drove and collapsed the defense and kicked it out. So.
Well, it's something we actually always try to do, but maybe we were doing it a little better today. But it's something that we really try to focus on. We like to be up tempo. We like to score quickly and on the fast break. So I was happy that was working pretty well today. I mean, I thought it was a fun game with 27 assists and only 13 turnovers. We have several people in double figures. We got to go to the bench, and I thought we just dominated from start to finish today, which was really nice to see.
Like Coach Buder was saying, it's one of the best atmospheres in the country, and I just look around at how many fans we've had, and it's just gotten better and better each year that I've been here, and it's been really fun to be a part of that. And I'm just really grateful for the atmosphere that I get to play in every day with my teammates.
It's just experience, right? You get more reps, you get better at making reads. So I just feel like our team right now is just doing a really good job pushing the ball. Like in transition, we had high percentage shots. We dominated in the paint. We got offensive putback points, which is really good for us.
Well, it's always nice to see your first one go down. That just makes the flow of the game much easier. I've been in this slump, so it's just nice to see a few actually go in.
I got to go say hi to Dr. Grant before the game, and it's just so special when she's in the house because she obviously built this and has done so much for women and girls in sport around the country, but certainly her impact on Iowa is immense, and I am so thankful for her.
Senior nights. The final duel of the 2020 season, with Oklahoma State coming into town. Well, we got some pretty good matchups here. First one right out of the gate. Spencer Lee, Nick Piccinini.
He's ready to go now.
Oh,
you can tell he is locked and focused on this match right here. He's holding on to the leg with one hand, cuts off to a double.
Drives him down.
Take down Spencer Lee. Boy, this crowd
Spencer's
already
got the wing in now on the left side, pulls it over to himself, rolls him all the way through, gets him over. Oh my goodness, Spencer Lee with the Steiner tilt. He's going to get the 4 out of it. Piccinini turns back in. Spencer now throws the half in right on the edge. Trying to run it over here. Spencer Lee, a point for riding time, is going to win by a major decision, 12-3.
So it's just bonus points, and then again bonus points.
Right on the edge. Austin snaps. Right on the edge. Tries to throw us, and we take him over to his back. Now he comes out front, pinches the head.
Hard, go
hard. Gets the arm bar, trying to throw it over. Gets him back into that whip over. Now goes back the other side, whip over, takes him back.
There's
and settles down.
Yeah! That's an adjustment right there.
2 minutes and 39 seconds.
Just great heads-up wrestling right there by Austin DeSanto. But more than anything, just smelling blood. And look at that.
Max Mirren, quick takedown. Cradle locked in by Mirren.
He does have the cradle locked up.
Runs it up over. That moves us to 149 pounds, where Pat Lugo will be taking on number 6, Boo Llewellyn. Double unders to it, inside
Trying
trip.
To horse him over there.
And
he does.
Takes him to his
He
back.
horses him back right to his back. That's tight. There's the fall. Call the fall. Yeah!
My mentality coming to this match was the same. When I say let it fly, I was just loose. I was just calm. A lot of people might get that pressure, but I love that pressure. You know what I mean? That pressure makes diamonds. You know what I mean? I want to shine bright like diamonds. You know what I mean?
Tonight's attendance, 13,109. Season average of 12,568. New NCAA and school records.
Unbelievably impressive.
Final score, Hawkeyes win 34-6.
It was a really good dual meet season in here in Carver Hawkeye Arena. We had some fantastic teams come in here this year, and we beat them all. Let's head into March like a lion and kind of reap the Big Tens and National.
The Heartland is brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Avoid breakdowns in coverage with U.S. Cellular. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Iowa Hawkeyes. Here's Toussant with the rebound. All the way himself. Step back jumper is good.
Joe brings an added dimension, which is speed. He can pretty much get to the rim anytime he wants. I think the key for him is to recognize when to go, when not to go. When to drive it, when to move it, when to attack.
taking every game, game by game, you know, trying to get better each game, trying to get better each practice. And I just felt like that happened, you know, just getting better, knowing what coach wants and what he doesn't want each game, you know, not doing too much, you know, when to go, when not to go. You know, just things, you know, that you have to learn as a freshman as, you know, playing. I still have freshman tendencies, and I feel like I could get over them quick, but I also feel like, you know, I got past them a little bit with, you know, just not being scared to play, you know, showing I can compete at this level, you know, and I can be on the floor with them.
Fiercely competitive, I mean, just tough-minded young guy who has been through the battles growing up in the Bronx, playing at Cardinal Hayes, playing for the PSA Cardinals. I mean, this is a guy who really understands how to compete, really good defensively, one of the best I've ever seen at getting over a ball screen and figuring out, go over, go under, but get there, stop penetration, slide your feet. But the thing that he also does is he scores. So he comes in and he scores the ball. And he's finding people, he scores, he defends, he rebounds. He's a complete player.
Touissaint all the way, lays it up and in. His fingernails were above the iron.
Typical, you know, New York guard, but not your average one. I must play defense, you know, that's my main priority. Play a lot of defense. I pride my game off my defense. I score off defense. Quick guard, good handles. You know, I can shoot the ball, take it to the rack, make free throws, great passer. You know, I'm just all around a good player.
This is a big move for a young guy from the Bronx, moving to Iowa, going to college in Iowa. So he came out here with his mom and really studied the campus, the student body, the team, the program. I think fell in love with the family atmosphere that we have, knew that we would take good care of him, both academically, athletically, from a strength and conditioning standpoint. He's made unbelievable friendships in a very short period of time. He wanted to play at the highest level. He recognizes that the Big Ten is special, that all our games are on national TV. He wanted that, knew that he had earned the opportunity to play at that level, and has assimilated incredibly well. And it's just great to see him be so happy.
Just coming to me after every game, like, good job, like, you know, telling me what I did right, what I did wrong. Don't be down on yourself. Just, you know, just supporting me through everything. I could have a bad game. He's like, don't worry about it, keep your head up. You know, just knowing that I have the support behind me, and, you know, it's everything for me. A player like me, you know, I just, you know, it makes me build my confidence even more.
The jump shot, good. Well executed.
Nice play and a good screen set by Luka Garza. Joe just jumped behind it. They're not respecting his jumper, and he made him pay.
Latham High-Tech Seeds is proud to partner with the Iowa men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Hawks all season long through the Hawkeye Charity Stripe promotion. All proceeds will benefit the American Cancer Society and Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, cheering on the Hawkeyes from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts all across the state of Iowa.